things progressively got worse after that, where she couldn't walk anymore. Wow, again, I'm gonna wish cancer I'm my worst enemy. And I don't have no enemy anyway. But I wouldn't wish that anyone in general. So just make sure when you're out there, you just live life to the fullest, you know? You never know what can happen. And that is what I am doing now. Just going whenever I have time off of work. Now, I gotta bridge the time between work, alcoholic, and this. Actually, no, I'm making this my hobby, my career. Or what me like, my career. So, it doesn't seem like no work. But I'm taking time like this right now. Just expanding my horizon. And as I'm saying that, looking up, she's look like a rain gonna fall. But I know it's gonna stop anyway. But I just want to get out of here before I just want to get out of here before all that start, you know. But at the same time, I want to finish this part, and I'm not gonna rush. I'm not gonna take it in, you know. So I'm guessing that it goes all around. Okay, same mountain bike. At least same mountain bike. Yeah. Them kids, them. Same people, them. So must go around in like a spiral type of circle. Yeah, the same kids or same picnic them. Yeah. Nice to come on them. I remember back in the day, I used to love ride bike. The adventures going on, I would go on riding a bike. Jeez, and this is going back well into the, let's say early 80s or mid 80s. And you know, back in them days. Let me tell you something right now, back in them days. Like, places I go riding a bike, if my mother knows, she would have probably lost her mind. Because I'd go to factories, like places that were like just, they'll have a sign, no trespassing, and there'll be dangerous stuff in there, so, but it'll be a good place to ride a bike, me and my friends them at the time. And back in them days, like, your parents, they never know where you're there. All they want you is to get out of the house so they could just be quiet because they had a hard day of work. And I remember my mother all the time, especially on the Saturday and Sunday, she just yell my name. Hey, go play outside, man. I don't want you inside. And yeah, I just be outside with my friends them and just doing whatever, riding bikes. Like, I'd be like miles and miles away from home in places like this, you know. And it's interesting and funny at the same time how in today 2024 the kids them, they can't even, like, the parents won't even let them go out for a second. It's all about social media and the video game then. And again, they're being like extremely pampered. They can't, like, everybody's a winner. Nobody's a loser when it comes to competition. I think Gary Vee said it best when he say he doesn't believe in 8th place trophies. And in that case, when he said that, I started laughing because in the twilight of be coming out of so-called elementary, that's when they started implementing that thing. So I guess that thing must have extended into the mid 2000s or whatnot. But before then, it was just, yeah, you're the best or the worst. Gold medal, silver medal, bronze medal, then the rest, you're bad. When it comes to competition, you're good or you're bad. I remember a lot of times like crying because I lost a competition, whether it's basketball, football. I used to run track, losing a 100 meter. I used to run that. I used to have that at my school for the little kids. Them run 100 meter. I wanted to be like at the time Ben Johnson. Look him up. He ended up getting a gold medal stripped away from him because he was caught using steroids. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, I think competition is good for the mind, for all the kids then. They have to know how to lose so they could win. People win all the time. They're not going to know what competition is. They're not going to know what challenge is. In fact, they're not going to know how to work, basically. And that's kind of like the downside of the children them today. Now the upswing about that is there's always the unicorn bunch. Not necessarily that's into competition, but they have the intelligence where they can make money on social media. They just have that, the brain. You don't know where it comes from, but you can see like 12-year-old them making more money than their parents, but yet the parents want them to get a 9-to-5 job. Which in that case, me no rate that. Because if a child has the intelligence to know how to make hundreds of thousands of dollars, why is that child going to go work at McDonald's? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, talk about. Yeah, it's things like that me find stupid, you know? Oh, that was my little rant. Oh, speaking of which, remember I told you about not worrying about stepping in is kind of like a swamp? This is a good example of that. If you look over here, sir, and I saw this on a YouTube video, this is basically kind of like quicksand. If you were to like jump into this, you would not be able to get out. And the good thing right now, this is like a so-called bike area, so if someone was to jump into that, eventually someone would help them. But if you're like in the forest of some isolated area and you jump into this, you know, basically get ready to go to the next round because you're not gonna come out. And stuff like this that's kind of like scary to me in a sense. I want to get educated on that.